Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog has an interesting surprise at the end, so make sure you stick around until then. Over here, I have beautiful water footage from a boat trip I went on with one of my children. So you're going to see some riverbanks, you're going to see some beautiful birds and just some lovely nature. It's no surprise I love water. I always have those beach paintings and those sea paintings, and I just love all things water. So of course, I had to share some lovely bird and water footage with you guys. Ironically, I love beaches, birds, bees, and botanicals. So that bee theme of the letter B is pretty much a running theme for years. I'm really drawn to these things. Come back for a part 2 of my pen review. Over here, the baby still has balloons left over from his birthday. So for the artsy part of this vlog, it is a 5 marker challenge. My oldest Puffling and I challenged each other to a 5 marker challenge. I got to choose the colors. I don't do a lot of marker art, but I've been getting more and more into it lately, so I'm really excited. I chose a more cohesive palette, as you can see, for the first part of it, and I'm using these colors first. And then for my daughter, I tried to challenge her, and I used a more complex palette, and I found it was hard, but I'll get into that later. So as you just saw, I recorded all the colors and I made a little chart up at the top left-hand corner. My daughter did that for her, so I decided to do it for me, and it gives you a really good idea of what extra colors you can get by layering, and it just helps add colors to a limited palette that you have, and then it's not as limited as you think. From the get-go, as soon as I chose these 5 colors for our challenge, I could not get macarons out of my mind. I tried to do something else and I literally could not. So as you can see here, there's more writing and there's more texture. Yes, when I was done my illustration, I took colored pencils in order to add details to my work. Sometimes when he's sleeping, that's when I can get a few minutes of doodles in. So here we are. This is what I mean. Beautiful colors. I chose them to challenge her, but in the end, I really ended up challenging myself. I have to say, I really love that Ohuhu included this plastic sheet. They include this so that you don't bleed through onto the next page. See? It makes a huge difference. You can have a clean sketchbook. As you can see, to the left, there's some ghosting. So that means there's bleed that comes through. And if you're heavy-handed, it can bleed all the way on to the next page. So back to the artwork. This is exactly what I did the first time. I did a little swatching and a little layering to see what I have to work with. So on the left, we have my original colors, and then I just go through consistently, seeing what I can add. I had many ideas, but Pinterest showed me this. It showed me a kiwi mango popsicle, and I was like, done, sold. It goes with the theme of the other one. I'm doing dessertsies and foodsies anyways, so I may as well. So I was really happy that I was able to find something. And you know what? I'm not ready for summer to be over. And what is more summery than a nice fruity popsicle? Speaking of not ready to let summer go, I'm trying to go outside and enjoy the weather, especially with little man, as much as possible before the cold weather sets in for most of the year. So just like in the first illustration, I'm going in with textures, colors, and shadings with colored pencil. Often when I work with colored pencil, I do this. I flip the colors I know I'm going to use upside down, and I don't really know why I do it. I've gotten into the habit of doing it, and I just find it personally helps my workflow. Can we all just sit down and take a minute to enjoy how bright and vibrant this yellow pencil is? So much, yes. It is a Derwent Chromaflow, and I absolutely love how bright and vibrant it is. I only have 12 Chromaflows, and I have to say, super interesting color line. If you like bright colors and you want to pop a color, give that 12 set tin a try, because look, adding in a nice bright pop of color really can change your entire piece. So once I was done with the yellow, I went in and added a little more depth with the orange glow around, and then I added some teeny tiny little purple hearts. From this point on, you're just going to see me finishing the artwork, because once in a while, I get enough free time that I can sit for a certain period of time and I can actually do what I want without being interrupted every 5 to 20 minutes. So that's exactly what's happening here. I'm just showing you guys a little close-up, and if you've never tried colored pencil over top your alcohol marker, I highly recommend it. It gives it a beautiful glow and beautiful texture, and it really just adds such dimension and character to your piece, and it really ties everything in together. So lastly, these are the colors I used that I found difficult. If you ever want to challenge yourself, feel free to use any of the colors that I used and give yourself a 5-marker challenge, and feel free to tag me on social media. I would love to see if anything I did inspired you. So I will put my little handle here on the screen below. And don't be shy, feel free to tag me, and if you don't want to, just send it to me in my inbox. So here's the colors that I used. This video is not sponsored, I'm just showing you guys these are the markers we had, and this is what we decided to use. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you decide to use these colors, that you enjoy them yourself. Speaking of enjoying colors, I am enjoying the beautiful colorful sunsets from this time of year, and I'm also enjoying the beautiful colored leaves as a background to show you guys that I made 3 more paintings. Why did I do that? Well, when I was deciding to tidy everything up and close up all my paints and put everything away, I realized I had 3 more chipboard panels, and I just figured, why not finish them all off? So I've done the majority of it, as you can see, but I still haven't cleaned up the back and the edges, and I'll get to that as I get to it. I still even haven't posted these on my website, but I just was pretty excited given the fact that it took me all summer and this was a really big project. I was just excited to share it with you guys, my little community here. So as I've mentioned before, I take a lot of video footage to show you guys the color, the textures, and the beautiful personality. Keep in mind this particular painting, certain sunlights, oh my goodness, it makes the aqua look green, and the light was really not working in my favor. So right now I'm just trying desperately hard to show you guys the textured waves, metallic pigments, and the personality of the paintings. And I'm actually deciding to go inside and just show you guys more footage, because I'm just not winning here. But since I'm showing you guys my art, I just had to give a shout out to my oldest puffling. She made a bunch of sourdough loaves this weekend, And she's just been in the kitchen all weekend, so I'm gonna stop talking and let you guys hear her slice it up. It's no secret, I have no fancy lights, I just have to use what's around me. So I'm using my nice basement light to show you guys the metallic pigments that were not showing up in the sun earlier today. You win some, you lose some. In the past, I got amazing footage of my other paintings, but I just couldn't wait around any longer. It's that time of year, and it is what it is. So as long as you guys can see that there's beautiful colors, there's beautiful textures, and you're seeing the light hit the metallic pigments, I'm happy. No need to be a perfectionist here. I tossed this in even though the water looks so green. I'm doing it for artistic purposes. Guys, look at lighting. Compare it to the clip from earlier. Wow. So out of the three, this one is my particular favorite because my oldest puffling was like, why don't you just try to do a shoreline shape you've never done before? And as she said that, we were kind of brainstorming and I came up with this. So it just made me excited because I've never done one quite in this shape before. And that's what art is. It's about exploring, having fun, and trying new things. Thank you so much for watching my video, sticking around to the end. I hope I see you in the next video. Comment below out of the three, which one was your favorite? Was it the one with the new shoreline, the green or aqua water, or the darker blues with the shiny metallic? Let me know, I'd love to hear from you. Bye!